Morning everyone, I'm Ying Tiong Chiao, MVP for Developer Technologies. Today I'm going to show you about version controlling with Git. What is source control? Source control or version control is the practice of tracking and managing changes to code. Source control system provide a running history of code development and help resolve conflicts by merging contribution from multiple sources. For most software teams, the source code is a repository of the invaluable knowledge and understanding about the problem domain that the developer have collected and refined through careful effort. Version control protects source code from both catastrophes and casual degradation of human error and unintended consequences. Without version control, you are tempted to keep multiple copies of code on your computer. This is dangerous. It's easier to change or delete a file in the wrong copy of code, potentially losing work. Version controlling systems solve the problem by managing all versions of your code by presenting you with a single version at a time. What is the benefit of source control? Code doesn't exist unless it's committed into source control. Source control is the fundamental enabler of continuous delivery. Whether you are writing code professionally or personally, you should always version your code using a source control management system. Some of the advantages of using source control are create flow, work with version code together, keep a history, automate tasks. First, create workflow. Version control workflow prevent the chaos of everyone using their own development process with different and incompatible tools. Version control system provides process, enforcement, and permissions so everyone stay on the same page. Second, work with versions. Every version has a description in the font of a command. This description helps you follow changes in your code by version instead of by individual file changes. Code stored in version can be viewed and restored from version control at any time as needed. This makes it easy to base new work off of version of code. Third, collaboration. Version control synchronize version and make sure that changes doesn't conflict with others. Changes from your team relies on version control to help resolve and prevent conflict, even when people make changes at the same time. Maintain history of changes. Version control keep a history of changes as your team saves new version of your code. This history can be reviewed to find out who, why, and when changes were made. History gives you the confidence to the experiment, since you can roll back to previous version anytime. History lets you base work from any version of code, such as fix a bug in the previous release. Automate tasks. Version control automation features save your team time and generate consistent results. Automate testing, code analysis, and deployment when new versions are saved to version control. Type of source control system. Git. Git is a distributed version control system. Each developer has a copy of the source repository on their dev machine. Developer can commit each set of changes on their dev machine and perform version control operations such as history and compare without a network connection. Branches are lightweight. When you need to switch context, You can create a private local branch. You can greatly switch from one branch to another to pivot among different versions of your code base. Later, you can merge, publish, or dispose of the branch. Team Foundation version control, centralized version control. Typically, team members have only one version of each file on their dev machine. Historical data is maintained only on the server. Branches are path-based and created on the server. Migrate from TFVC to Git before you try to migrate the source code from a centralized version control to Git. Be sure that you familiarize yourself with the difference between centralized and distributed version control system and plan your team migration. After you prepare, you can begin a migration. Here is the requirement migrate from TFVC to Git. Authenticate the Git credential managers. Git credential manager simplifies authentication with your Azure DevOps services, DFS Git reports. Credential manager let you use same credential that you use for Azure DevOps services. DFS web portal support multi-factor authentication through a Microsoft account or Azure AD. In addition to supporting multi-factor authentication with Azure DevOps service, the credential manager also provides support two-factor authentication with GitHub repository. Azure DevOps service provides IDE support, Microsoft account, and Azure AD authentication through Team Explorer in Visual Studio, IntelliJ, and Android Studio with the Azure Repo plugin for IntelliJ and Eclipse with the Team Explorer Everywhere plugin. If your environment doesn't have integration available, configure your IDE, a personal access token, or Edge Connect with your reports. Let's go for a demo version controlling with Git. Now, we cloning existing repository. Go for repos and clone. Once, when you copy, go to a Visual Studio Code, Ctrl+Shift+P, then you select Ctrl+Shift+P, Ctrl+Shift+P, okay. You type clone, okay. Then you paste your repository, and I select my Azure DevOps, select repository. Waiting in. Once the cloning is complete, please open repository. Yes. You can ignore any warning raised about opening the project. The solution may not be in the buildable state, but that's okay, since we are going to focus working with Git and building the project itself is not necessary. Now, go to the marketplace. You install Azure Report. Then after install report, reload once extension finished. If not available, reopen the Visual Studio Code. Okay, now about Ctrl+Shift+P. You can see that we create team sign in. Okay, now we select authenticate and get access token automatically. New experience. Copy the provided code Paste the code in the post of continue. And connection issue. Okay, then you paste the code inside and continue. You can select my personal one. Okay, I already sign in. Close the browser tab. Okay, it's not related to us already. On the Explorer tab, open Pass okay, Explorer tab, open Path Unlimited Source, then go to website. Yes, models, and go to car item, and then okay, add a comment. Okay, this is my then Control X, it means save. Select the source control, this one. Have to see the changes. Enter the commit message like, okay, message, my commit, my commit, commit. Then Control Enter. Commit it locally. Ask whether you would like to automatically stage your changes and commit them directly. Click always. We are discussing staging later in the lab. Click on synchronize. Changes button to synchronize your changes with the server. Click OK. Okay, we back to the Azure DevOps portals. You go to commits. Loading, you will see the my commits in right top tab and return to a Visual Studio Code. Then updates. Go back to the car item again. Car item. Then you change to save. Save. On the source control tab, you can see the state changes for the car items. Then you click on the plus signs. This will prepare a card item for committing without category. Enter a command of added command. Use the word items. Drop down and select the more words item to link to this new branch and create new branches. And you will see the versions. You have now tagged the project. This release, you could tag commit for a variety of reasons. And Azure DevOps offer the flexibility to edit and delete them, as well as manage their permission. if you have any reference, for the reference you can see, you can go to docs.microsoft.com to learn more about Azure DevOps. Thank you.